in these really quick team combos.
Just looking at Captain Planet and Donte's setup here, this is the menace to society. They're going to be throwing a lot of apples, a lot of shields to get those fire debuffs, but also these two characters have a surprising annoyance for Wonder Woman to deal with, because Wonder Woman likes having the ability to set up, go for that lasso like you said, go for more lingering hitbox-based aerials to get things stuffed, but she really likes getting that that Nair starter to get some damage on the true combo into that up special to get the shield going. It's hard to do when there's always a lingering tornado coming in towards you, just like that.
Exactly, and that's one of the biggest things, right? Even though she's a tank, you know, it's going to be harder for her to navigate that than some of the other traditional ones. So how are they going to figure that out? It remains to be seen. But we're going to go in this game one here, already on the tri-plats. You know, really going to be a good space to offer them additional spaces to go, kind of escape from that NATO side. But Captain Planet also can whittle things down and kind of set up these platforms to kind of cover them and prevent them from running away.
Yeah, there we see again the projectiles coming in on the side of Donte with the Taz as well to cover some range. And you see Former doing his best to try and get in and stop them from jumping Key1dr as much as possible. It's basically like keep them off the Wonder Woman, but it's been so difficult so far. Finally finds a couple openings, use the lasso to try and separate the two, and now getting hit by the side air. This can send him deep off stage, but still Donte not losing that life just yet. Just misses out. He's gonna get hit by the forward attack, and no stocks lost other than the Watermelon Steven so far, Bam.
Yep, absolutely, man. But this was going to be it. Yep, absolutely. That's going to be one on the plate. Really good stuff there by Former. Of course, man, you got to watch out for that coin port, man. He's got that backpack, man, and I'm telling you, he's got all the treasures in the world in that thing. You got to be safe.
Oh my goodness, well, it's so hard to be safe in these positions against a team like that, but right now coming in with the tether, trying to find some damage on and keep Steven safe. Put as much in the way of trying to go ahead and get over to Captain Planet as you can, but that's going to catch him with the up special. Former starting to get the job done.
Yeah, smooth stuff there by Former, and I love that. Court's gonna get that speed boost, already getting some air combos, trying to send him on the side, throw the gem at him, really trying to pinpoint him here. I love him, you know, why not dap, go ahead and dap Taz up, man. And one of the big things I've seen here is I love the fair usage we're seeing primarily here from Key1dr, right? Making sure that they're keeping this Taz at bay, using that disjoint to kind of stay away from a lot of his really stubby normals.
Yeah, exactly. Every time you approach, you want to make sure you're very careful with whether you're trying to go for the side attack on the ground or going for that Sarah in the air. And right now they have a very small lead because both of the blue team are currently at knockout percents with 90 to 117. You see they were trying to go for the tether to go ahead and double up on him. You got to watch out for that tornado, force the dodge up and away. Luckily, Key1dr was down below to use that up special to try and force Donte to back off. Now on last stock here, bam, it's a very close situation.
Oh, this is anyone game right now. I love that gem placement. Let's see, are we gonna see the teleport here, the mix up? No, trying to be safe. All right, gonna attach over here, the pressure, yep, I love it. Shield is on, it is go time. Can you make something happen? No. Gonna get some stage control. Oh, the combo, the double dare.
That was so clutch on Captain Planet too to get that bubble up to help get him out of that combo, because that was being followed up by a Nair, and that was going to keep going. And Former holding his weight, going ahead, looking for a dodge up, not going to get it. He's going to go down, goes for the pile up, and he's going to get hit out by the up special. That was so important. The tornado going to send him so far away. Here comes the Nair. Here comes the up special. Is that going to be enough? It's going to be it.
You are victorious.
Incredible play from the blue team. They were at the start of this. Key1dr was just trying to play the game, and trying to enjoy the festivities of Multiversus with the rest of them. But as the match went on, Former really picking it up, really finding a lot of good advantage, and also the combination between those two to set both of them into that. The guarantee they both got sent up was beautifully executed, Bam.
This is one of the big things about this game, right? Figuring out some of these moves that kind of keep people in place and how to add on additional damage once you get the opening. You see there, you get the fair, and the moment you get the fair there on the Wonder Woman side, Former comes in, understands the assignment, swings that bag around, and the moment that bag is going off, Key1dr is doing up airs, right? Getting the up special, get another up special to get additional damage to make sure when they finally fly out that no matter what KBI they have, all this means is DED, you are dead, all right? That's all that matters here. That is ridiculous.
Excellent play, too, and that is a very scary team to try and maneuver around as well. That is not an easy to navigate team because of the fact that you have to watch out for the tornado, and if you don't watch out for a tornado, there's a tether usually attached to him, so if you roll in, you're getting hit. So you're forced to jump. That's an easy cancel jump read, and because of the mobility attached to Finn with the boosts, or just actually you see right there, his ability with the boost helped him stay out of disadvantage quite a bit. That was really smart that he always had that active. And then for Wonder Woman, you at least have that one charge after a while of using that shield to keep you safe when they're trying to double up on you. I think they got way better out of disadvantage as the match went on, and that kind of forced the hand of the red team almost in a panicky situation, like, well, we can't find a knockout because they're now avoiding us all the time. So we have to rush in. And that is how you end up losing in doubles. You have to hold your ground. You have to stay calm.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They got really, really eager. And I mean, you talk about patience being a virtue. I mean, Former had that in spades, right? Sitting there at like 140 plus and utilizing that movement, not trying to dash in, just went around, went to the top platform, dashed back, and you saw just kind of throwing out hitboxes, not necessarily to actually land these attacks, but to clear the air, right? Clear the space. I will swing these disjoints. And once they saw the opening, made sure the teammate came in actually to start the conversion off, to make sure that there was no interruption, and then immediately comes in and makes sure to close it out. And that is just what you need to do if you're trying to go to the next stage. Phenomenal stuff there by Key1dr, phenomenal stuff by Former to clutch it out there. That's how you take dubs, man. That's when it's clutch time. That's when it's like either the winners or the losers right there in those seconds, and they made it count.
Yeah, and like, what an insanely hot start between that. And again, this is just still just as early stages. We're only in the early access beta, and this is how strong everybody's been. And there's been a lot of people playing throughout all the alpha tests, of course, up to this point, but a lot of changes have happened to the game throughout each one, and they're constantly bouncing off of the changes, constantly rebounding and constantly catching the passes from LeBron, which are coming in a few days. I still cannot believe that is a reality that we get to say out loud, but this game is going to be ever evolving. The fact that it's free to play, easy access to so many people, cross server play from everyone as well. It's got such a good game plan for a deep future, a lot of potential I think that's going to come out of this game. The fact that Rick and Morty are dropping around the corner too, I literally cannot wait to see their movesets because they have to be hilarious. But you know they're going to be dangerous as well because everything is super unique on the way they've been designing things so far.
Oh, I mean, absolutely, man. You already know, man. Rick is going to be absolutely phenomenal, dude. I can't wait to see everything, you know, the nuances, what they've been able to do with him. I know this character, of course, was changed multiple times, all this stuff too, right? I'm sure. So, like, just to see what the final product is, what they've refined, I'm really excited for it. And, like, Morty, yo, my boy, I need to see that, yo. Morty's a bruiser, right? And so, like, I was just like, dude, I'm like, okay, I want to see Morty throw hands. So, yeah, there's so much excitement around this game, and they just keep tuning out and showing out, man. It's a beautiful thing to see. And once again, dude, shout outs to Player First Game, shout outs to Warner Brothers, man. Really pushing forward with this game at such a high level of quality that we have not seen in the FGC. I mean, we have not seen them all.
Like, just the amount of communication, like just the amount of times you see, you eventually you get a little bit tired of responding to people on Twitter. Doesn't matter who you are. But Tony responds to every single one of them. And all of the rest of the team that you see from PFG responds to everything. And every single call that they have about the game in the Discords. They listen so closely to what people have to say. And they're also paying close attention to everything happening here to see how they could constantly improve this game and how we could see these two teams improve right now. As we get into the next game, they had a lot to think about going into this next one, Bam, because that first game was a good lead off the start for Captain Planet and Donte, and then it started to disappear rapidly, and it looks like we're going to go ahead and settle here on back game.
All right, man. Starting it off strong, man. This is the stage for violence. Absolutely, man. Already trying to go on the left side of the stage, almost taking those lives there, but no one is going to get a point, unfortunately, and we're going to try to run through. Now, of course, Donte using that Taz. This is one of the big things. Once they're able to knock down these cars here, that Batmobile, that's going to be a very dangerous situation dealing with Taz in that format.
Exactly. I mean, that's pretty much the win condition on the red team, is to knock those away relatively soon unless you get a good read on someone going low like this, which they almost caught on the side of Former, but Former going coast to coast because, like, all right, look, that car, that was an older model. I'm going to go to this newer one. It's got the red lights. It looks a little bit shinier. I'm going to go ahead over
a little bit. He got the alarms going off. Bang, bang.
Well, once you get rid of that, for one, it's a little bit harder to find those unspecial knockouts on the side of Finn, not on the side of Steven, though. We finally see one connect there, and that's going to give the red team the first strike.
Yeah, absolutely. Really phenomenal stuff there. Yeah, we're going to the top. Yep, that's going to be one there automatic. And of course, you see that tie. Oh, I love that setup there, but beautiful, beautiful shield there by Captain Planet. So needed because absolutely Key1dr was looking for that point right then and there. You see him there now. We have Donte sitting at 144 now, 153, but of course, you already know Former's going to take care of that one fairly quickly.
Exactly, and Former instantly trying to pressure Donte, but Donte going to go ahead and get the tornado up, catching Key1dr slipping. That's going to get them back to an even game.
Wow. The KBI on that one was just straight.
Yeah, I also really love the option coverage, by the way, on Former. Instantly try and go cover Captain Planet on the left. He had the charged walking neutral attack, so he could cancel it and then try and go for a dodge up cancel to get the up special. Didn't connect, but Former's always in position to try and just put pressure on. I am very surprised Key1dr jumped into a place that involved a Steven and a Taz where there's 2 shields in the way.
Oh, man. I mean, they had the shield on deck, too. They were ready to go. But the great thing actually was Captain Planet's placement on that platform, right? Kind of barring them off to actually make them expend that shield, right? So now they got to wait a little bit before that's going to be active again. That honestly was a picture-perfect play by Captain Planet. And now they're going to get rewarded for it with that dub. I'm telling you, that was one of the plays of that game.
I think that was the play of the game. Right here, you see 104 and 99, right? You try to go and close in. Well, you go for that lingering hitbox, doesn't matter, because now, because you double up, you try to get in the middle of all this. Tornado comes through, instantly forcing a defensive option out of Wonder Woman because the Watermelon Steven jumped up air. You're a little bit scared. He doesn't do too much, but he can make you panic in that spot, and then you got caught by the up air by Steve. They just kept forcing the hand of the blue team. Once that car was gone, it's like, well, now what can you do? You can't jump at us from a different angle. You have to approach us from where we placed the shield, and they were a little bit early to the punch and decided to push, and that allowed the red team to go ahead and take that really good adjustment in that game too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that was just smooth, man. Really, really phenomenal play there. Just great awareness. We saw a lot better shield pops actually come out of Captain Planet, and really were the key of that game. But man, you see it at the end again, that Watermelon Steve, it's summertime, baby. Got to make it happen, man. Just a little bit pressure, just enough for Steve to just float, glide on by, and of course get his own up air to close out that game.
Yeah, honestly, very well played. And that break made good sense now. It's like, look, if we force them to approach linear, we got this. Because every time that they tried to, every time we were in a ground scramble, we kind of lost out. But what if we forced their hand first? We could react to how they approach. We see the jumps came in. We see Wonder Woman's already committed, so Former's going to try and keep Wonder Woman safe after. And they already had the tether up. As soon as you jump over that shield, tether online. You don't have to put it out on a predict anymore. You just need to put it out because they decided to move forward.
Right. No, absolutely. And I love that. That's one of the things about Steve's game that's like a bit more, that level down, right? It's not the just standard like, oh, I'm just going to pop shield. But the fact that he's able to put these platforms in and kind of just essentially augment the stage that you're playing on is... It's nuanced, but it's such a powerful tool, right? Now I'm able to cover, and if you're trying to edge guard here and then now you can't really do anything to my teammate, right? Now I can put it underneath you and now you kind of can't go to the top. You have to go around it. And all these kind of things to really limit everyone's approach option. And when you're able to do that in a game like Multiversus, then you're one step closer to a dub, man. I'll tell you that much.
And what's the consistency we've seen so far outside of pretty much every team up to this point, other than maybe Zoo and Chavo because they were doubling up on everyone? Stage control. In twos, you need stage control dominance. And if you can keep that stage control in your favor, you've now made your win condition that much easier. Whether it be the zoner type matchup or not, sometimes it doesn't matter. If you can just make people approach you and you know that you're going to out-neutral them, but you've already made them use one resource on approach, that makes it so much easier for you because there's no shielding. There's no grabbing. It is straight up you getting hit because you decided to jump in and I made you do it. And that has happened a couple times today in a couple really good positions. Sainoon, I'm gonna get it down for you, man. And Leviathan did it well earlier. And here we're seeing it from Captain Planet and Donte, but that was only the second game. We got a third game still to come, and I cannot wait to see who walks away with this one.
Oh man, it's gonna be close, man. It's gonna be close. But dude, I love seeing that Wonder Woman costume, man. I say it every time. That is so sick. That one is so fire, dude. It's definitely one of my favorites. But now we're going to see a kind of check, a quick look at the perks here. Of course, you got the horizontal and the triple jump stacked. We've been seeing that actually pay off in a ton of dividends there.
It really has.
go on the side, but most importantly, really being able to reach in high places and of course be able to recover a lot more safer. Former has made a lot of adjustments on the fly to kind of navigate in his recoveries, and that's allowed him to stay alive way longer than before, despite being an assassin class.
Yeah. Also, something that has been very easy for Donte to try and take advantage of is that Taz doesn't like when people have projectiles, especially knockback projectiles. That'll take him out of his tornado, take him out of his ability to try and pressure you. And all you really have here on the side of the blue team is using the lasso or throwing the gem at him. And that's kind of hard to commit to. So there are moves that'll beat out that tornado. There are moves that can do it. But you're forced to try and take a potential trade now because you don't have a projectile in the way. And red team's taking advantage of that very well to start things off.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I think the main person who's actually been really good in dealing with it has been Key1dr, though, right? Utilizing that fair, using that that neutral attack, of course, to kind of set the spacing there. But we'll see if they can continue that up. Look, shield is online. You know what it means. It's time for crime. You're gonna chase. Oh my gosh, what a reversal!
Amazing reversal, especially after you Captain Planet knows the matchup well. As we see another one go on the side of Donte closing that out. Captain Planet waited for the Nair up special on Wonder Woman. It's like, okay, now I can punish that. And then Former tried to go in and save it, lost the stock because of that. And then after that was instantly covered. This is a very good lead. We might see a similar situation, Bam, to what they did last time where they put the shield up to force their hand, make them approach the way they want if they could get them off of them.
True. You see, okay. Steve coming in with the dive kick, going high, sliding down, back on the stage. I love that coverage there. We got Tether here, had an opportunity. And here comes Taz. Oh, but Taz is going to get immediately hit from the back end side of Former. Really good stuff. Good dare. Though dare will do it. Oh, going to see a chase here, trying to get Taz. But good. That was amazing
disadvantage. Like, that could have easily been a double up in an even game with them taking not too much damage. But Donte finds his way down amongst all of those hitboxes.
Yeah, and then you see the shield afterwards, and because of that shield, they were actually able to get a ton of damage on the blue team. So despite this being even, this is actually strongly in Donte and Captain Planet's favor now because of that situation. Really great defense on both sides. Oh, reversal. That's one.
They tried to cover everything there, and because of the fact that Key1dr was a little bit too late to the punch, that allowed them to get the reversal on the side of Wonder Woman, and now they just burned their shield when they weren't even getting hit. So that's going to be easy for the red team to try and push now, because that shield does take a while to come back before they get that free armor buff.
True that. See opportunity here. You see how that attack DK on the NATO, but still it's going to do its job to get the opponent on the other side. You know, such a great move to get the corner carry. All the up top, the good damage here. Key1dr needs to bring it back. Got to be careful here, but it's going to be too late. No saves this time around.
Let's take a look at that last stock too, because as Former tried to go up there and chase, missed out on the dodge, already committed to up special. What did Donte do immediately? Go over and help double up onto Wonder Woman. And then after that was done, Former realized, oh, now I have to try and get in and help. And then Captain Planet sneaks his way around him, commits to the slap. And because of that slap, you have some drift here. You have some drift you could use to try and help yourself out. But it wasn't an option that's easy to cancel out of a disadvantage. And that was a free punish on reaction from Captain Planet to take out Former in the center. So even though Former was excellent, the other ones at the end position there, because Former tried to go in a little bit too hard to try and help Key1dr, it cost them that life, and that was easy for the red team to cover.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what's funny? We just saw right now again, Former went to, went for the, put a high five up and fast fall down, but that situation is just so dangerous. That up air from Steven Universe is so potent. You got to be careful on that one, man, because that's where you get hit. But great reversal there you see in that kind of situation.
That was all drifting in towards the stage, too.
All the drift, yeah.
That was very smart. That was just on reaction. Like, oh, hello, what are you doing out here with us?
Yep. I got you.
That's just excellent stage presence, and that's just what we've seen out of Donte on the ladder quite a bit, and we're seeing a lot of people on the ladder of late, man. There's just so many excellent competitors we haven't even seen yet. Like I said, the open beta is right around the corner on the 26th, and there's still so many excellent competitors here in the bracket left to go.